Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to the Ripton Community Coffee House virtual concert series. It's great to have you here with us. Tonight is our 26th anniversary. We were going to have, if we were going to be in-house, we were going to have a very special night. Unfortunately, last year was our 25th anniversary, which was going to be the really special thing, but something happened, and we were not able to have that. So now, what would probably be appropriate if we were going to give away gifts, we have at previous coffee houses anniversaries. Probably I was thinking 26th anniversary, that would probably be a AOL CD to get you online, and probably free passes for movies at Blockbuster Video or something like that. But we're not doing anything like that because we are virtual. So here we are, very glad to have you here. We're hoping that it will be safe for us to start doing live concerts again at the Ripton Community House here in Ripton, starting in September. It probably will be with limited capacity, and what we're looking into right now is the ability to have it be live in person and also to have it be streamed on the web just like we are right now. There's a few things we have to overcome. It's an building was built in 1860. There's no internet access there at the moment, and so we're going to have to try and figure out ways to get all this stuff to happen. And we will get it all to happen, I believe. But one of the things that I want to let you know is that while we're doing these virtual concerts, we have no money coming through the door. So we're not making any money, and also the performers are not making any money from us. So our normal way that we do this is we just take the money from the door and then give most of it to the musicians. Now what we're doing, because we're doing this virtually, is we're giving all of the money to the musicians. And so you're going to see on the screen during the performance Mark Erelli's Venmo and PayPal me information. Please be very generous with your donations to him. We recommend $10 to $25 as far as donations go. So please give what you can. What we're going to be doing next month, because there has been no money actually coming in to us, we're doing a special show next month with Karen Casey, the amazing singer from Ireland. She's going to be splitting the money that comes in. Some of the money is going to go to her, but she's doing this also as a benefit for the Ripton Community Coffee House, which is very generous of her. And so it's going to be a special night that night. So that's going to be the first Saturday in June for that show. But what we're doing right now is bringing back one of our favorite performers we've ever had here at the Ripton Community Coffee House. And so that is, of course, Mr. Mark Erelli. And he's one of those rare performers that you first hear him and you think, wow, that's great. Yeah, but what is he going to do next? And then he comes out with something better and then something better. And he's really, it's kind of strange. I've really been following this Mark Erelli since at least Hope and Other Casualties, I think, but it might be before that. But he's never dipped down. It's just, and right now, I hope I'm not going to be making you blush or anything, Mark, but I think that he's really reached a new peak in his performance, and his voice, I think, is just keeps getting better, and not to mention all the songwriting. So you don't really need me to tell you too much more about him because you're about to hear him. So we're very, very happy to have here on our anniversary concert, Mark Erelli.
All right. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here. Welcome to my office. I hope you can hear me. And I'm going to jump right into it here. daffodils and tulips. Now surely they're a sign that lemonade and mint juleps can't be far behind. Love, there's a touch of sweet perfume on the wind. We've made it through the winter once again. Love is just a simple sea underneath the snow. Come some sunny day, we've all we need to blossom and to grow. Love, open up and feel the sun on your skin. We made it through the winter once again. There will be times when you feel so down, all your hopes and dreams seem to go underground. You look around but you don't see much to believe in. The winter always feels like it's gonna last, but the die is never cast. There is no rhyme or reason. Baby, it's just the season, and seasons pass. Yep. So let the winter shake the naked trees through every frigid gale. Baby, have some faith, the summer breeze will come and fill our sails. Love, let's not dwell on days that have been. We made it through the winter once, those dark and dreary winter months, and we'll make it through the winter once again, once again, once again. All right. 2, 3, 4. December came with her ice and snow, then she left me with nothing but my pride. She bent me down to the ground so low, like a birch by the highway side. January made me second guess, kids in t-shirts walking home from school. Was just a temporary thaw at best. Come February, I was still your fool. Somewhere down south, maybe Charlottesville, that's where I wanna go. Where the water tastes like wine and the climate suits my clothes. I'm going down that lonesome road to a town where nobody knows your name. April will come, oh I know she will, though some days I ain't so sure. With her green amnesia and her daffodils, there is nothing that she cannot cure. Somewhere else down south, maybe Charlottesville, that's where I wanna go. Where the water tastes like wine and the climate suits my clothes. I'm going down that lonesome road to a town where nobody knows your name. So I wish you well, that probably don't seem like much, but we both know it's true. Of all the ways two people can fall out of love, honey, I never quit on you. No, I won't miss all this nerdy snow, no, and these skies so gray. I'll pack a car and hit the pike tonight, find some place to sleep along the way. Somewhere down south, maybe Charlottesville, that's where I wanna go. Where the water tastes like wine and the climate suits my clothes. I'm going down that lonesome road to a town where nobody knows your name. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can you guys hear me out okay out there? You can just leave a comment or something. I just have to trust that it works, but just want to know for sure. It's great to be here with you this evening. A night of birthdays and anniversary celebrations, of course. Happy birthday, before we go any further, happy 26th birthday to the Ripton Community Coffee House. That is an amazing feat to keep something that requires that much kind of dedication and involvement, community involvement, to keep that going for 26 years. That's amazing. So happy birthday and congratulations. And we're also celebrating the 15th anniversary of a record I put out in 2006 called Hope and Other Casualties. And that first song that I played, Seasons Pass, was on that record. We'll get to some more songs from that record in just a little bit, but I want to kind of start really kind of at the most recent release with a couple songs from a record I put out in March of last year called Blindsided, no relation. And this is a song called A Little Kindness. Beside me, in joy and in despair. Now I need something to lean on, but you're not here. There's an evil wind blowing, I feel it in my bones. I don't know where I'm going or how to get back home. I've been looking for a little kindness, but it's hard to find. Looking for a little kindness, and it's hard to find these days. If I could go back where we started, would the sun be shining still? Now I only see a darkness and holes that can't be filled, and all the things that brought me comfort. They just seem tired and worn. What always used to work ain't working anymore. I've been looking for a little kindness, but it's hard to find. Looking for a little kindness, and it's hard to find these days. So hard to find. All I've learned from growing older is how to carry all I've lost. But I don't know how to pick up where you left off. Maybe I should just stop talking and let the music fade. You always seemed to know when there was nothing more to say. I was looking for a little kindness, but it's hard to find. Looking for a little kindness, and it's hard to find these days. Looking for a little kindness, but it's hard to find. Looking for a little kindness, and it's hard to find these days. So hard to find. Right. Oh, thank you so much. All right. Well, from a song about, or that was inspired by the passing of Tom Petty, a musical hero of mine, that last one, to a song that was inspired by the rivers that run through so many scenic New England towns, such as Ripton. This is a song called "The River Always Wins." 2, 3. At the diner downtown, old timers sit around, talk about the flood of 42. How they watched from higher ground as the water took it down like a verse from the Bible come true. After losing everything, you could hear the hammers ring as they built it back up again. The mill wheels turned, they kneeled in church, washed of all their sins, but the river always wins. I come down from the mountain like judgment from on high, going home to the ocean, and I don't give a damn about the dreams of man, and I won't be with fishing poles and born again souls, lovers with their hearts of belief. I've always been there for the lonely in despair. I took a few in my dark embrace. I've seen the mails pull out and the jobs go south, but ain't never been the same way since. For everything they try to change, I will always remain. I'll be damned, but I won't give in, 'cause the river always wins. I come down from the mountain like judgment from on high, going home to the ocean. come down from the mountain like deer in front of night, going home to the ocean, and I don't give a damn about the dreams of men, and I won't be tonight. And no, I won't be tonight. Oh. All right. Thank you so much. I don't know if you can see this on the internet. I'm full on breaking a sweat. It's like an actual gig. It's pretty amazing. Man, I'm loving this. I just changed harmonicas and I did not need to. I don't even have a towel. I have to use Kleenex and dab. That's what they say, right? We got to dab. Oh my goodness. I don't have any fans here, but I could use an actual fan, you know? All right. That's not the harmonica either. Good Lord. Live on the internet. I just put the same harmonica I used back in the rack. Who knows what's happening? I read the paper and I watch the news. Seems there's only pain and suffering, and there ain't nothing I can do, and it's so senseless. I feel defenseless, so small. I could shut my windows, I could bolt my doors, but if I don't feel safe enough to speak my mind anymore, then what's the use? I've nothing left to lose, no further to fall. So I'm gonna love, and I'm gonna believe, and I'm gonna dream, but I'm gonna roll up my sleeves and give everything until there's nothing left to give. That's the only way that I know how to live. And it was a nightmare, no tongue can tell. The streets in New York City look like the gates of hell. In a flash, the smoke and the ash, they came pouring down like rain. But they circled wagons and they gathered round as they bravely pulled our brothers and our sisters from the ground. And I know that we owe them more than to be afraid. So I'm gonna love, and I'm gonna believe, I'm gonna dream, but I'm gonna roll up my sleeves and give everything until there's nothing left to give. That's the only way I know how to live. So I seek vengeance, what comes of war? I know freedom has a price, but it doesn't keep score, and it's too much to swallow, and it's left me hollow after all this time, all of this time. But I won't tell you what to believe, but I'm too young to be so cynical and too old to be naive. Every action, it breeds a reaction, so let this be mine. 'Cause I'm gonna love, until there's nothing left to give. That's the only way I know how to live. Oh, and I'm gonna love, and I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna dream, but I'm gonna roll up my sleeves until there's nothing left to give. That's the only way I know how to live. Oh, that's the only way that I know how. Oh, thank you so much. Losing my glasses, sweating my butt off. It's just like I was there in Ripton on a unseasonably warm spring night. I love it. All right. I sure am glad for this box of Kleenex in back of me. I'm not gonna lie. I tell you, I might just have to lose the sport coat in like one more song, but I'm determined to suffer for my art here. One of the things I wanted to tell you about the Hope and Other Casualties record tonight was that the songs were, written in the post 9/11 George W. Bush years, and that was kind of a time of a political awakening for me. I hadn't really thought about politics much before that, but the scales, as they say, were quickly falling from my eyes, and I was questioning whether a lot of the things that I had thought were true about my country were actually true. And a lot of those questions, as they are wont to do, made it into the songs. And like that last one, and this next one. This is called Passing Through. We are passing this world on to our kids. From the moment that they climb out of their cribs, and we try to teach them well and show them they are loved, but in the end all we can do is hope our best is good enough, for they'll witness how this life can be so beautiful and cruel, and we can't shelter them forever. But if we show them all the tools, they might leave this place in a little better shape than me and you. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, and we've been watching this world from our living rooms. And it's been 50 years since we walked on the moon, and this big blue ball keeps shrinking, and I don't know if that's good, but for better or for worse now, this whole world's our neighborhood. And there's no place left to run to where you can stay above the fray. We all need to learn to get along and not just get our way, not only for each other, but for our children and their children too. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, yeah. I wonder sometimes, what will I pass on? And how much can one voice do with just a song? Though injustice and indifference, they're the only things I see, I refuse to let my hope become the latest casualty. So I'll sing of love and of truth, and I'll try to practice all I preach. And I might not change the world, but I'll change the world within my reach. And what better place to start than here and now with me and you? We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through. Now right here, if we were all together there in the Ripton Community House, this would be the point in the song where I would lead a Pete Seeger style sing-along. And we can't all unmute and sing along over the internet here, but you can do it in the comfort of your own home or wherever you're watching. And I may not hear it, but I know I'm going to feel it. I believe that. So sing along with me if you would. I'm not going to do the lyric thing in advance of the line like Pete used to do, because you've heard it. It's just sing passing through if you get stuck, and you'll be right. Passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, passing through, passing through. We are only passing through, yeah. Beautiful job. Thank you for singing along. I know you were. I can tell. All right. I'm going to get brave now and play the mandolin on the internet. That's not such the brave part. The brave part is actually, I might have to tune the mandolin on the internet. And this is the part of the show where I normally tell people to go get a drink or something, because this it's not fun. We lucked out. We're good. Hope and Other Casualties, it came out in 2006, right? And it's very different from almost all of my records in the sense that it's just almost 90% of it is just myself and the producer, Lauren Entris. I worked with Lauren for 5 or 6 records, and we'd always done kind of a snapshot sort of recording, where you get a band in a room, you hit record, everybody plays simultaneously, and you get a snapshot of a thing that's happening, an event, a document of an event. For Hope and Other Casualties, Lauren and I decided we'd done that, we'd worked that way so much that we wanted to try something different, more of what I consider like an oil painting approach, where you lay down color at a time, a track at a time. And, you might put this instrument down and then another tone on top of it, you would overdub, and you build the track, kind of one piece at a time. It takes a lot longer, and it can be a lot more frustrating, but there's things that you can do that way that you can't do the other way with a band in a room, and vice versa. So when it came time to play some of these songs on Hope and Other Casualties live, they were almost unperformable in the sense that how we'd recorded them, and I had to learn new ways to do them. And this was probably chief among those types of songs. This I didn't play, as I recall, anything on the track for this song. It was all Lauren Entris. He did an amazing job. Did some dulcimer and all sorts of stuff, and I had to learn how to do it on my own, and I ended up translating it to the mandolin here, and this is called Imaginary Wars. behind the house where I lived back when I was a kid. I played G.I. Joe beneath the tall pine tree, and I'd fight imaginary wars till my mom called from our back porch, and I'd come home covered in that pine pitch from my head down to my knees. Too big to wrap my arms around, surely older than I could count. Must have been there since the Mayflower crossed the sea. They've been through blizzards and hurricanes, summer droughts and freezing rain. Then pines would live forever, at least that's how it seemed to me. So what's become of the old pine woods? It's all gone and there's a brand new neighborhood. All for a buck, they cut down all those trees. They subdivided all of my fondest memories. Now when those trucks came from my woods, I did everything I could. And the war was real when school let out that June. I ripped down flags and I pulled up stakes, but what difference can one boy make? Them pines still felt like thunder on a summer afternoon. So what's become of the old pine woods? It's all gone and there's a brand new neighborhood. All for a buck, they cut down all those trees. They subdivided all of my fondest memories. And I never became friends with the families that moved in. They were different from us, or so it seemed. I grew up and moved away, and I just go home on holidays. But those tall and tangled pines, they're still falling in my dreams. Now we all want the greenest lawn and a country club where we belong, and an SUV to get us there in style. But we don't keep track of what we've lost. You can't calculate the cost when there's no place left for a boy's imagination to run wild. So what's become of the old pine wood? It's all gone, and it's gone for good. All for a buck, they cut down all those trees. They subdivided all of my fondest memories. Oh, they subdivided all of my fondest memories. All right, there you go. Imaginary Wars on the mandolin. God help me. Go back to the guitar here, something I sort of know how to play. This Hope and Other Casualties one of the other kind of interesting things about it was that it's also one of the first records where co-writing was really kind of very forward. It's co-writing forward. Hope and Other Casualties was. I'm from New England, and I know that us Yankees, we like to kind of prove we're kind of stubborn individualists, right? We like to prove we can do it on our own. We can survive on our own. I can write the chorus by myself. God damn it. But I've although I was skeptical about co-writing at the beginning, I've come to really love it. And I've actually been doing a fair amount of co-writing even during the pandemic over Zoom. If you can believe that, it's kind of crazy. And so, like, Passing Through was written with my friend Katie Curtis, and she and I wrote a couple songs in that record together. And this next one was written with a wonderful Nashville songwriter by the name of Julie Lee. Fantastic. Julie Lee, look her up. Alison Krauss has covered her songs. She's just a beautiful soul and a beautiful singer. And we wrote this kind of dark, spooky number together. It's called Undone. Trouble come falling from a pure blue sky. Went down to the well, but the well was dry. Wasn't nothing but a bucket and a hole in the ground. So I pitched myself like a penny thrown, but my wits just echoed off a cold gray stone. Wasn't even enough water left to drown. I'm too weary to believe a change is gonna come. Shelter me or leave me here to weather in the sun. Undone, undone. Well, I tried to give more than I took. I heard the word and I read the book, and I listened close for to hear my Savior call. But as the lightning flashed and the thunder broke, I couldn't help but wonder if I missed the joke. Did you prop me up just to watch me fall? I'm too weary to believe a change is gonna come. Shelter me or leave me here to weather in the sun. Undone. I'm too weary to believe a change is gonna come. Shelter or forsake me here like your only son. Undone, undone, Ooh, all right. Undone. Crazy guitar part on that one. I don't know. I think that was my idea, I don't know what I was thinking, because it's really hard to play. As you know, it's the internet, but you still have to play in tune. And as someone once told me on one of these live streams, the internet can wait. The internet can wait for A440. And I need to be in tune for all of them, but for this one especially, because it's a love song. It is called Snowed In, and it's mostly a true story. I may have embellished a few parts. I think at one point I talk about being able to drive 40 miles an hour from Connecticut to Maine, but it was more like 25, but 25 didn't scan when I had to sing it, so I bumped it up to 40, but it was the truth was even worse than the song. Here we go, Snowed In. The weatherman warned me, stay off the road tonight if you know what's best. The mercury is falling, there's a storm rolling in from the Midwest. He called for 2 feet of snow, so I turned off my radio. I'd heard enough. I'm gonna drive all night to be snowed in with the woman I love. 40 miles an hour from Connecticut to Maine. That's as fast as I could go, people. And the hazard lights are flashing on the car spun out by the side of the road, 'cause they don't know how to drive in the snow. Now you might think I'm crazy, but if you ever met my baby, you know why I'm out here in this stuff. I'm gonna drive all night to be snowed in with the woman I love. Yeah. Now when we wake up in the morning and they haven't cleared the streets and everyone is digging out after the storm, oh honey, call in sick instead and climb back into bed. I know a thing or two that's bound to keep us warm. Oh yes I do. Had a couple close calls, white knuckles on the wheel, and my nerves are frayed. But she's gonna throw her arms around me and flash those baby blues, and all of my worries gonna melt away. And now I'm pulling in the drive, I should be glad to be alive, but she's all I'm thinking of. I drove all night, yes I drove all night, yes I drove all night to be snowed in with the woman I love. Woman I love. Snowed In. There you go. Thank you so much. You know, you can't do a record with it, you know, as many heavy songs on it as Hope and Other Casualties without a little little love interest. So that's where Snowden comes in. So that's a bunch of songs off of 2006's Hope and Other Casualties. And we already know that I put out a record at the beginning of the pandemic. But I also put out music during the pandemic. And this is one of those songs from an EP of love songs I put out on Valentine's Day. I guess that was the same year as the one that we are in now. It's hard to remember. This year, it's brand spanking new. It's called Jackpot. Pennies fall out of my pocket. For a rich man, I'll never be mistaked. I seldom have $1 in my wallet. The one that I forgot on our first date. So many women would have just kept walking, but you stuck around and even said I do. I ain't a gambling man, I don't believe in games of chance, but I must have hit the jackpot with you. I must have hit the jackpot, my ship must have come in. Nice guys don't always finish last, and the house don't always win. What else can make each day feel so, just like 3 cherries in a row? I must have hit the jackpot with you. You're everything that makes a life worth living. A little slice of heaven here on earth. You're my lover and the mother of my children. You're so much more than I know I deserve. You'll never catch me tossing pennies in a fountain, but my every wish has already come true. So I'm folding all my bets, quitting while I'm still ahead. I must have hit the jackpot with you. I must have hit the jackpot, my ship must have come in. Nice guys don't always finish last, and the house don't always win. What else can make each day feel so, just like 3 cherries in a row? I must have hit the jackpot with you. I must have hit the jackpot with you. Jackpot. Here we go. I feel like I'm a radio announcer. I'm like back announcing songs like some kind of DJ now. And that was Jackpot off of this year's trio of love songs on the Jackpot EP, available on Bandcamp. I would never be a good radio DJ. I know the music, but I don't have a voice. I don't have a voice for radio. All right. Well, got a few more for you here. And I hope someday that I sing this song and nobody really understands what the hell I'm talking about. I have a feeling you're going to know exactly what I'm singing about, and you might have felt something similar. So here it is. This is called By Degrees. When I take a look around me, sometimes I wish I was blind. Feels like something sacred's dying, one headline at a time. I can't tear myself away. No, I just stare in disbelief. You can learn to live with anything when it happens by degree. I've seen every head bowed down as if lost in private prayer. I've seen the phones in every hand, seen the long and vacant stares of souls gone numb, thumbing through each ceaseless change in fee. You can learn to live with anything when it happens by degrees. I've seen pundits shouting back and forth across some great divide against a map of red and blue, points of view so cut and dried. But when you look into the mirror, what color country do you see? Where you can learn to live with anything when it happens by degrees. And I've seen the flags at half-staff as the nation mourned and moaned. I've seen the stars and bars of flying proud above the State House dome. For the Charleston Nine we sing, I once was blind but now I see. We can learn to live with anything when it happens by degrees. And I've seen little hands on little shoulders, children in a line. I've seen them led away from school as the shouts rang out inside. And I thought something has to change, but somehow it's become routine. We can learn to live with anything when it happens by degrees. Oh, that's the wrong key for the harmonica. It's a bad song to do that one in. And I've seen sadness seep into my heart each day a little more. This darkness growing so familiar, I can't recall what came before. My children's faces filled with questions, looking up expectantly, and I don't know what to tell them. No, I can't bring myself to tell them that you can learn to live with anything when it happens by degrees. See that right there? That's not the right key. That is in B flat. I have all these very helpful signs that I put onto my harmonicas to let me know. All right. This one is in B flat too. There was a time when we all watched the same screen. Springsteen was mainstream. Everybody had a hungry heart. There was a time we weren't rich, but you could make a living. A 40-hour weekend, a 2-day weekend could get you pretty far. Was there a time, or was it only in my mind, when everything seemed simpler and we all sat down for dinner every night? Or am I only looking through rose-colored rear view. There was a time when this town felt like family. I could ride my bike down any street and somebody always knew my name. There was a time before the mills pulled out and the pills moved in, and we didn't need no medicine just to take the pain away. Was there a time, or was it only in my mind, when everything seemed simpler and we all sat down for dinner every night? Or am I only looking through this rose-colored rear view? There was a time when we all pledged allegiance, and we thought we knew what we meant when we stood and faced the flag. Are we blind, lost in some nostalgic haze? Only white men miss the good old days that ain't coming back. Was there a time, or was it only in our minds, when everything seemed simpler and we all sat down for dinner and we all watched the same screen, but we didn't see the same thing? 'Cause maybe all that's in the mirror was never close as it appeared. Like the way the truth can seem so black and white after all our looking through this rose-colored rear view. In B flat, rose-colored rear view. Oh, thank you so much. It has truly been an honor to be with you here tonight, or I guess to have you here with me. I haven't gone anywhere. I wish I could be with you in Ripton. I've lived in New England my whole life, and I've traveled around all these little towns. I love going to little towns. I actually don't enjoy big cities or playing in them. Truth be told, I have to do it, and I've found ways to be comfortable. But I would rather be in a small town. And I drive through all these small New England towns, and I see like a Grange Hall or a cool looking church or a cool building, and I think like, why don't they have concerts there? I wish I could play there. And I actually have family up near Ripton, in the Middlebury area, up in New Haven. I married. My wife's family is up there. And we were driving up to visit her aunt, and we were coming down from the Middlebury Gap and passing through Ripton. And I remember it clear as day, passing by the Ripton Community House and thinking like, I want to play a gig there. Like, that looks like such a cool building. Why don't they do concerts there? And it turns out that they do, and they're still doing them 26 years later. That's amazing. Just so you know, I'm not fooling you. And I just got honey all over my hands now. We go to the Middlebury Co-op, and we get these big jars of raw honey, and I work through them slowly over the winter. And now I have honey all over my hands. I don't even know what I'm going to do. So yeah, I have family up there. I've been up there quite a bit. I really love it up there, and there is nothing more that I would like than to be basically in that scene on your T-shirt or on the web graphic you had there. That community hall with in the nighttime with the golden light coming out of the windows. It's the best. To Richard, to Beth, to all the volunteers at the Ripton Community Coffee House. Congratulations on 26 years. Thank you so much for doing this, for helping to support artists. Thanks to everybody who tuned in tonight. Thank you for donating. It means so much. It's been a really hard year. It could have been worse without your generosity, for sure. So thank you for all your support, and I hope to see you out there soon. I'll be out there this summer doing some live shows outdoors, and you can check my website, markerelli.com, has all the information, and hope to see you out there and give you a masked, vaccinated, hug or something. I can't wait. I did want to do one more song for you. I started out with that song Seasons Pass, which owes a heavy debt to a wonderful Canadian songwriter named Ron Sexsmith. I'm a huge Ron Sexsmith fan, and I was listening to him a lot around the time that I was writing the songs for Hope and Other Casualties, and so much so that I felt like it was only right and proper to end the record with one of his songs. And I haven't played this in forever, but it is still just as moving and still just as meaningful to me as it was back then. This is a song called God Loves Everyone, and it goes like this. God loves everyone like a mother loves a son. No strings at all, unconditional, never one to judge. Would never hold a grudge about what's been done. God loves everyone. There are no gates in heaven. Everyone gets in, queer or straight. Souls of every fate. Hell is in our minds. Hell is in this life. But when it's done, God takes everyone. Its love is like a wound. It's like the air from room to room. It surrounds us all, the living and the dead. May we never lose the thread that bound us all. Oh, the killer in his cell, and the atheist as well, the pure of heart and the wild at heart, all worthy of its grace. It's written in the face of everyone. God loves everyone. There's no need to be saved, no need to be afraid, 'cause when it's done, God takes everyone. God loves everyone. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you real soon.
Thank you so much, Mark. That was a really wonderful, wonderful concert. Want to let everybody know that this will stay up on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, and that you can share this with people who unfortunately weren't able to watch this tonight. So it's going to still be up there. You can still see it again if you want. You can donate again even. there's no limit on that. But another thing I'd recommend is if you do a search for Mark Erelli, you can find his Bandcamp site, and there you can find his regular website, and you can buy his albums and you can buy his other merchandise, and I have quite the collection of his albums. I think I have several hours of a playlist of just Mark Erelli music, and you can understand why with having seen this concert. It's been great. And I want to thank you for also supporting the Ripton Community Coffee House virtual concert series. We're continuing this one more hopefully just one more strictly virtual show, and that's going to be the show coming up on June 5th. I almost said 4th, June 5th, Saturday, June 5th with Karen Casey, and that's going to be partially a benefit for the Ripton Community Coffee House as well. And then once again in September, we're hoping to start again with live shows and also still be virtual for that. So I hope that we'll be able to see you again, and everybody stay safe, get vaccinated, wear a mask when you're in public, and hope to see you down the line sometime. So long, everybody. Good night.